Panthers are benching Bryce Young.
Yep.
Yeah. Is this the beginning of the end for him?
You know, Bryce is from L.A., California. He's a Southern California kid. And I'm all for Southern California guys. I want him to be as successful as possible. The problem with me is that the NFL is a big man's game. Big. Like, everybody's big. Smaller, slight guys tend to not do well in the National Football League. That's just the reality of it. Don't give me any outliers of Drew Brees. Don't give me any outliers of Russell Wilson, early Russell with a dominant defense and a strong running game with Marshawn Lynch. Don't do that to me. Let's be factual and real here. Bryce Young, 185 pounds, soaking wet on a rainy day. It's tough. Now, his offensive line is not helping him, but dude barely can see over the line. When I look at triangle numbers, if I was the general manager, even though this was an owner's pick, the owner picked Bryce Young.
Tepper.
Not Tepper, not Frank Reich, not Jim Caldwell. The owner and his wife wanted Bryce Young. The new head coach comes in, and Dave Canales, he like, okay, I'll try to work with it for a short period of time. And then he realizes, no, he going to get me fired. I got to figure out how to convince the owner that I'm going to bench his ass. It could be the beginning of the end, and it's unfortunate. It just isn't. This isn't college football, man. Think about all these quarterbacks you're talking about. When you mention Justin Herbert, man, Justin Herbert, big old tall drink of water. Okay,
Prototype.
C.J. Stroud's a big quarterback. C.J. Stroud's not small.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson's not small. You know, Patrick Mahomes is not small. Josh Allen, not small. I could go Dak Prescott, not small. You say, well, Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is so much.
Athletic,
Shawne, he's a whole nother different athlete. This dude top 5 in football and in baseball, in the top 5 in the draft.
Right.
So it's a different athlete. Bryce Young doesn't have any athletic traits that make you go, oh my God, we got to have him. And I'm being honest. I'm not hating on him. I'm just telling you what it is.
Like, could you imagine him getting hit by lights out over here? Shawne Merriman? Like,
on the backside, coming off the backside, unblocked.
Yeah, like
unblocked.
But this is what I'm gonna say though. I think, look, you're right about that. I think he's undersized, but he also played in the big conference where half those dudes will play in the NFL anyway. I know it's not the NFL, but size-wise, if I'm Bryce Young, man, I would want to get out of there as fast as possible. I'm requesting a trade. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I think that he was doomed walking in the door.
Yes.
And I don't like these teams putting young guys on the field and forcing them on the field when the team is bad. They did the same thing to Joe Burrow when he got to Cincinnati. Their offensive line was terrible. He was running for his life the first half of the season, and he ended up getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I still think some of the injuries that he had right now is due to him being thrown on the field too early. The thing is, as you say, Keyshawn, Joe Burrow's a big quarterback.
That's big,
and
dude.
He's skilled. He's talented. And so he can bounce back from doing that. Bryce Young can't take those hits. But again, if you know you got a bad team and our offensive line, DJ Moore, it just took off and went to Chicago. You got no big skill players out there. And you want to throw your tiny quarterback, your rookie quarterback in the mix on a bad team, a bad organization, and say, hey, turn this thing around. Right. I think that Bryce Young is mentally, physically, emotionally beat up. He damn near cried. He damn near cried during the game. You could see it. He wanted to cry. And I'm like, this dude is getting beat up all over the place. And if I'm him, I would try to get out of there. And let's not forget, the Panthers had what's the quarterback down there in Tampa?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. They had him with his hand on the dirt in the scout team a couple years ago.
Yeah.
With his hand in the dirt, playing defense. So on scout team. So what I'm saying is, obviously, they don't know what the hell they're doing out there, and they don't know what they got, because Baker Mayfield sure as hell look good right now. He's down there balling now. So what's the difference? I just think that the organization had a big deal, and I think that throwing a young guy in there can hurt his confidence.
No, you're right.
Can't recover.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.